Well, hello, and welcome back to day two of the 5 days of you. I'm Don Hastings with A2Bforme.com, and I hope you took time to reflect on day one of finding your who, because we're going to start building on that every day, and we're going to build on today in this session of finding your passion and lead a fulfilling life. We got 25 ways to do that, and we're going to get started right now. And first of all, has anyone ever asked you what you're passionate about? And have you ever been stuck for an answer? So that's the tough one. I mean, the first one, yeah, yes or no. But the second one, what? Now, did you have an answer when they asked you, right? Well, all these slides today are red because red in the A to B for me strategy, if there is action. So we want to start taking some action here. So when someone asks you what you're passionate about, we want you to be ready because finding your passion and being able to put into words is important because only then can you do the things that truly fulfill you? Well, let's start with the first way. And the first way is ask around. If you have trouble nailing down exactly what makes you happiest, ask your friends, ask your family when you seem to be the most joyful. Your loved ones will have no trouble telling you because they often know you best. They don't have any trouble telling you other things. So why would you ask them about this so they can tell you what when they see you and when you're most happiest. So ask around is number one. The second one is one that's near to dear to my heart, as most of you know who are in A to B for Me community, is read. You need to read everything you can. Newspapers, blogs, magazines, and Lord, got to read those books. I mean, we talk about all the time in Deep Dives of Destiny about getting that 10-minute a day habit. Just grab a book every day, grab 10 minutes and read about it because something in those words may strike a chord in you. And think about what jumps off the page at you and follow it. And so you want to just continually stay in books and continually read because what other people are doing some of the things that they have, some of the stories they have might resonate back to you. And that just might be one of your passions. So be sure and just if you're not reading, you don't have that habit yet. Doggone it, let's get started with that today. Now, forget about the money. Everybody, oh yeah, it's easy to forget about the money. Well, if what you're passionate about is out of your price range, you can find ways to enjoy it. Like if you love horse riding, but you can't afford a horse because A, they're expensive, and B, they're a lot of trouble. Maybe you could just find work at a stable. Then you'll be surrounded by your passion every day, and you won't have to get up every morning at 5 a.m. and let them out and feed them. So, and I tell you, that is priceless. So be sure and just figure out a way, it's something you're passionate about, of how you could still do it. And we'll talk about work here in a little bit, but this is talking about fun passions at the first part here. So let's walk down memory lane too. Did you love going to the park as a child, but now you just don't ever seem to get outdoors, right? Maybe you love playing a sport, but you no longer play. Well, you might not be able but to play the same sport in the same way you did, but you could find another sport that's comparable. If you enjoyed something as a child, you might still enjoy it as an adult. Okay, so give it a try. Nothing else make you feel a little younger. Now imagine your perfect day. You just take a moment and think about what a perfect day would include for you. Maybe it's lounging on the beach or spending an entire day in the garden or being on the golf course all day long. I wonder whose that is. Uh, Whatever it is, if it seems perfect to you, then it's probably something that you're passionate about. So imagine your perfect day. Well, let's go back to six. Make a passion board. We talk about vision boards in Deep Dive Destiny and the programs they'd be for me. And a passion board is pretty similar. Make a board out of poster board. Or you can do a bulletin board or just a digital page. There's plenty of places to do that. You can do that and attach photos, drawings, or words that make you happy. So, and then keep it where you can see it every day to remind you to take action towards your passion. And I have a vision board in my journal. So I look at it every single morning. Of course, through the journal, I've got different pictures of different things and just throw it in there at different times so I can continually go back and start thinking and remember why I'm working so hard, right? So you got to have those passions to keep you going. So make a passion board. 7, now we'll talk about it. Stop and think. Oh my gosh. You didn't tell me I had to think in this program. Well, yeah, you got to think a little bit. Take a quiet moment, sit down and really think about what makes you happy. We talked about this a little bit yesterday in finding your why. You got to sit down, reflect, and think about what really makes you happy. List everything that comes to mind. Just take a pen and just keep writing. Just write, 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 write. Don't think about it. Don't worry about it. Just keep write, 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 write. Just keep writing. Okay. Then look over that list and find the one that makes you the most happy, or find the 2 or 3 that make you the most happy. Those are going to be your passion. Okay, so just get that pen out, get that typewriter, whatever you got to do, get it going, and get your list so that you know what's out there. Assess your free time while you're relaxed and thinking about the work you like best. Also think about what you like doing on your free time. So find one thing that makes you happiest and pursue it. So again, assess your free time away from work. What do you like to do? Uh, Ask a friend to read your face. This is always kind of interesting. Ask a friend to mention things that you seem to enjoy. The people that you hang out with, they know what you scowl at and what you're happy about. So if your face lights up and you smile, you become excited, chances are it's something you're passionate about. Well, I'm passionate about this, if you can't tell. So I love doing this, love helping people. That's why we even have A to B for me. But don't take too many people to read my face, because I know what it's all about. So ask a friend, ask them to read your face. Get out more. My goodness gracious. I know in 2020 we had the COVID thing, but get out more. Doing different things is the way to find out what you're most passionate about. Get involved in some sports, or join a local club, or just get out and go out for a hike or something, right? Uh, get a little mastermind group going, maybe a disciple group or something in the mornings or something. But keep trying new activities until your passion reveals itself. But if you just sit at home and watch TV all day, you don't want that to be your passion. So let's get out and let's get some fresh air. Let's meet some folks and let's do some things, right? So let's get out more. Number 11, listen to that small voice inside of you. I don't know what you call it, small voice. You might call it your gut feeling, your intuition, but whatever it is, listen to it. It's what tells you what you really love doing, and it's going to give you the best idea about what your passion really is. So when that little voice, gut, whatever that feeling is, listen to that small voice inside you, because it's pretty smart. So listen to it. What gives you endless energy? This is a big indicator, right? Everyone has times when they feel as if they could just keep going forever and their energy has no bounds. And chances are that is something that makes you, if it's something that makes you feel like that, it's because you love doing it so much. So it's your passion. Again, when I get into all this stuff and getting these slides together and getting the talks together and all this kind of stuff, the day just flies by. And so anytime that you just feel like you've got energy without end, and you're doing something, then it's probably a good indicator that it's one of your passions. So what gives you endless energy? 13, take a class, right? Whether you want to learn more about computers, take a writing course, or try your hand at art, taking a class will lead you to things you may have not considered doing before. And you can take them online. You can go out, take them at some local junior colleges or something. But take a class and find out. Doggone, well, not that expensive, right? But you can find out if that's a passion or not. So get out there and take a class. I keep jumping. I apologize, but I got a happy fingers this morning. What do you find easy? People usually find it easy to do what they love, right? Ask yourself what seems to come easily to you, and chances are it's something that you're not only good at, but that you're also passionate about. So number 14 is, what do you find easy? Let's look at 15. Discover your creativity. Be creative about taking small things in your life that you enjoy and expand on them. Where do you channel your creative energy? A lot of times stuff that I'm doing, slides or things like this, but on travel, I mean, I just love looking through, different places to go and studying those things. So, uh, discover your creativity. It's likely you're related to one of your passions. So whatever you're creative about, go in there and discover that as well. Think about the things that you do for free. This is always a good indicator of, of really where you should probably spend your life's work at. If there's something in your life that you love doing that you would do even if no one paid you, figure out what you love to do so much that you don't feel the need for money is a great way to tap into your true passion. Um, volunteering, these types of things that you do for free, just to go out and help people, right? You got to make money, right? But I'm not saying you go out and do things and don't charge for it, because you need to make money, and your time is valuable, and your knowledge is valuable, and all those things. You should be well compensated for what you do well. But think about the things that you do for free, because that's probably a passion. Let's look at 17. Do something you love every day. The things you love are the things you're most passionate about. So even 15 minutes a day of doing something you really love will make you happier and lead you to a more fulfilling life. So maybe you don't have time to go out and do a 10-mile hike or do the Appalachian Trail, but you've got 15 minutes. You can go do something, right? You make time during your lunch break or something, or sometime during the day to hop to a little park and just walk about 15 minutes or something, or you play ball with your dog or whatever it is. Everything, whatever you love, find time to do it. Put it in the calendar. This is my time. At least you got 15 minutes. So get you some me time. Get some 15 minutes of that. So do something you love every day. Talk to people who love the same things you do. That makes kind of sense, doesn't it? If you love music, well, you ought to get out and talk to some musicians or some fans. If you love drawing or writing, talk to artists and writers. By talking to these people, you'll find what you love most and find more ways to incorporate it into life every day. So these people had probably had some of the same struggles before, but they figured out a way to make it happen. So get out there and meet with them and see what they're doing. If nothing else, this could be 15 minutes of your fun, right? So get out there and just talk to the people. You love doing the same things you do. We love that anyway. We want to be around people that have the same interests and hobbies and things. So take advantage of that to find your passion. 19, do some research, right? Research everything you can about your life's passion. Whatever you think it is, get out there and research it. This will not only help you become more educated about it, but it'll also help you identify ways you can get out and enjoy it more. So research what your passion is, and you'll figure out ways, the brain will figure out a way to make it happen for you. And it's going to lead us right into number 20, which is visualize yourself doing it. We talk a lot about visualization in AA to B for me, because you need to vividly imagine doing what you love, and eventually you'll find yourself actually doing it. Paul J. Meyer, his great quote: "What you vividly imagine, ardently desire, sincerely believe, and enthusiastically act upon must inevitably come to pass." Right? That's a very eloquent way of putting it. But when you imagine it enough, your mind finds a way to make it possible. So give the brain some credit. It'll take over. Just keep visualizing it. And as you look at that passion board, that'll help you visualize it. But just remember, visualizing and passion boards are great. But what's better? Action boards. You gotta have action. If you don't have action, that's why these slides are red again. If you don't have action, none of this is going to happen. You can sit back there and dream about it and daydream all day long. But if you don't go outside, if you don't go meet people, if you don't do these things, it's not going to happen. But you want to visualize yourself doing it. 21, practice, 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 right? Just because you love doing something doesn't mean you're going to be a pro at it the first time you try, right? Practice doing things you love most, and you'll grow in the skill. And if you're truly passionate about something, you'll love practicing it. So it won't feel like, oh, you got to practice, practice, practice. Mom beating you over the head to practice piano or something. You don't like piano, it's going to be tough, right? If you love piano, it's easy. Yeah, I'll do this. So practice whatever your passion is, and you'll get better at it. People say, well, I really want to do this, but I'm not good at it. Well, then get good at it. And then you'll be good at it, and you'll love doing it. So got to practice these things. 22, if you only had one wish, what would it be? If there was only one thing you could do or one thing you could have, what would it be? This is going to steer you in the right road to finding what will fulfill you the most. Every week in my weekly planning in my journal, there's a section that says, if I could accomplish one thing this week, what would it be? So consider that. Maybe giving you that question every week. If I could accomplish one thing this week, what would it be? But if you only had one wish, what would it be? That's going to really narrow down what your passions are going to look like. Meditate. We go over this a lot in the Miracle Morning, in Deep Dive to Destiny. Find some quiet time. Do some deep breathing. Breathe in 3, hold it 3. Breathe in through your nose, hold it 3, and then let it out. And get relaxed and really concentrate on and get in deep meditation on what you really love doing. Spend more than 30 seconds on it, right? You might spend 4 or 5 minutes at least. Get in there and just get settled. And let thoughts start coming into your brain, but really start thinking about what you love doing. Look deep within yourself and search for what you most love, and you'll find it. And you may ask for a little help too, right? During that meditation. 24, tune other people out. I know a lot of us love to do this anyway, but you want to ask for advice, yes. And you want to listen to other people's opinions. But remember that when it comes to your heart, only you will know what's best for you. So get some advice, listen to other people's opinions. But remember, when it comes to your heart, only you'll know what's best for you. And the one that's key in everything is just never give up. Finding your passion, it may not happen overnight. It rarely does. But keep at it and remember that once you find it, the hard work is truly over. And it's time to just enjoy the fulfillment you've sought and found. And sometimes our passions change through life. So this isn't a one and done thing, right? What you were passionate about 10 years ago, you might not be passionate about now. So these things change. So you need to continually reevaluate and look at these things. And that's why this is a very good program to go over. Every year, you want to go back and do some core things every year, revisit these things to make sure that you're still on track with who you really are. All right. Well, bottom line is you got this. Finding your passion is the only way to live a truly fulfilling life. It doesn't have to be hard, but it may require some effort. Now, most of the time, good things do require effort. So let's get in here and work on it. Searching out what makes you happiest and listening to your heart will help you find your passion in life and lead you to the life of your dreams. So he went through 25 different things. And, like I talked about in Finding Your Who, we've got a little PDF for you. Now what I did mention yesterday, you folks that are in A2B community, A2B for Me community, the network, you don't have to reach out to me for these things. You don't have to download them. They're in resources. So just go to our A2B for Me community and get on the resources tab, and these PDFs are in there. In fact, slideshows in there too for you if you want to look at it again. But for those of you who want it, I'll put a link to the PDF so you can get a free copy of it in comments in the social media channels, or you can just reach out to me at A2B for Me, and I'll be happy to shoot a copy over to you because I went through it pretty quick. But you also go back and relook at it. But if you want the PDF to start writing some things down on it, I'll be happy to send it to you. But that does it for day 2 of the 5 days of you. Again, if you need more help on topic, just reach out to us. Be sure and join us tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to take it a little bit further. We're going to go into, we're wrapping this thing up. Tomorrow we're doing Finding Your Life Purpose, or putting who together and passion together. And tomorrow we're going to talk about finding your life purpose. And we're going to start putting together days 1 and 2, and then laying the groundwork for days 4 and 5. So 4 and 5, we're going to talk about goals, we're going to talk about mission statements, and 5 is being sure we can keep this thing going, right? So we're wrapping up tomorrow with Finding Your Life Purpose. So be sure and be back here because you don't want to miss that. But until then, just like as always, keep moving, in the direction of your dreams. And we will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great one.